is about racing. Project E. Finally, you show yourself. That's an FD. What's that? An H6?
What's going on, boys and girls, and welcome back to Project Zangetsu. Okay, so in today's episode, we're continuing with the saga of diagnosing my car's limp mode. So I'm on my way to see a friend of mine, Doug Lang. He's one of the members of the Vilaka racing team. I've also had him on the channel on Cars in Conversation episode 9, I believe, where we reviewed his 2006 Subaru Impreza WRX Pro Drive. So he's going to have a look at my error codes and the sensors and see what he might be able to advise, if anything. So I just gave Zangetsu a quick wash this morning because he's been dirty for a while. Even though he's still looking horrible physically, it's always nice to see what a little wash can bring out of a car. You know, it does look a lot more presentable, a lot nicer, even though there's still a lot of work to do. Hey guys, so as you can see, we are now at Doug's place. It's been great to reunite with him since I was in the Val, and he's just having a quick look. So far things look okay. I don't have any knock as far as what he's done to sort of ascertain things using his tuning software. My fueling is very much out, which we were kind of expecting because of the MAF sensor, but the engine does appear to be healthy regardless of what other issues might be stopping it from staying in limp, or from getting out of limp mode. Okay, so Doug has taken off my MAF sensor to go and try and clean it, because we're suspecting that there's a lot of dirt coming in from my beautiful little aftermarket cold air intake that Brad gave me. I don't know if you guys can see it, that's it in there. Apparently it's quite dirty, so we might be getting closer to a solution. Yeah. So it just needs some time to dry now, eh?
No, to dry itself, yes. But you're supposed to get an oil, so you get an aerosol that you spray on, and you let the excess drip out, and then you do that.
Okay.
So, but yours, I would make a plan to put this inside your
the engine
bay.
Okay, so what started out as a assessment has turned into a bit of a modification, because now we're basically shortening the intake pipe so that it no longer runs underneath the car to avoid all the dirt and grime that it's picking up into the cone filter.
It's going to
Yes,
hydraulic lock.
yes, definitely, because it's going to be sucking up a whole lot of water from the road and all of that. Oh, okay, intake is looking a lot better. I've always been of the impression or the opinion that when you can actually see the filter, at least just from a visual standpoint, it does make it more worthwhile to actually have a cone filter than when you can't see it. And this, according to Doug as well, is also more beneficial for the car in terms of positioning, because now we're not sucking in air from the bottom and causing premature dirt and failure of the air filter. Okay, so we've got everything back together. According to Doug, my ECU corrections are looking nicely, a lot healthier than what they were. And theoretically, I may be able to boost now. We're going to try and test it and see. Okay, so I am like struggling to stop the smile from forming on my face because the car is boosting again. My turbo is back. I feel like I finally now have my car back, you know, because yes, I had it back in name only in terms of getting the physical structure back into my possession, but now I feel like I have my dream car that I've always wanted back. Thank you so much to Doug. He did so much, him and Tyler, his son. There was a bit of a modification that we actually did to the cold air intake system. It's no longer pulling air from the bottom of the car like it was before. Now it's actually sitting nicely in the engine bay, similar to what the stock airbox was sitting at as well. And now a lot of my fueling, the ECU is happier now with what the car can do. We can now rev a lot higher than we used to. I'm just beaming, guys. I don't know how else to put it. Words are failing me right now. But yeah, Zangetsu's back. So I'm back home, just taking a last once over everything. That intake is looking a hell of a lot sexier than it was before. Because before it was just a red pipe that went into the fender, you know. Now you can actually see the cone filter at the end of it, and it sort of like does improve things aesthetically in the engine bay a little bit, you know. It's a little bit of an STI touch in a WRX engine bay just because that pipe is red, like the intake manifold of an STI would be red instead of gray. But yeah, and to think that that was the source of most of our problems, because after we cleaned out the mass airflow sensor over here and shortened this pipe so that it no longer runs underneath the car, picking up grime and dirt and all that stuff. I mean, that was actually telling me that it wouldn't be advisable to drive this car in the rain at all, because then I'll be getting water going into my intake. So, and that can be catastrophic to the turbo, possibly the engine. So I'm glad we were able to do that. Shout out to Doug one more time for this awesome, super quick superhero fix that he did on the car today, where an assessment was, where it was supposed to just be an assessment, and it ended up being a bit of a modification. So I'm very, very thankful for that. And the car is running a lot better now. We definitely do have boost. It's not coming on as quickly as I remember it could before, but that could just be a result of the ECU sort of adjusting and recalibrating everything now that we have a shorter intake and the MAF sensor is no longer dirty and all that stuff. So we'll see as time goes on. Maybe performance will actually improve as the ECU gets more and more used to the new setup, because we're no longer in limp mode anymore. We can now rev all the way up to redline if we want to. Not that I have been bold enough to do that, but I have definitely gotten into boost on the way home. But yeah, I'm just super excited, man. Alright guys, welcome to the outro for this video. We have come to an end, and I just can't express how happy I am and how relieved I am to finally have the car running at its optimum level. It's still not 100%, but it's a lot more of what a Subaru is supposed to be at this point. We finally have our boost back. The car's running a lot better. I haven't checked the errors since I came back from Doug yet, but I'll be doing that pretty soon just to see if we've cleared out everything, or at least if the familiar error codes that I know were always there before just come back. But otherwise, it's been a huge success. I call it an absolute win, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on the thumbs up icon to leave us a like, and if you'd like to see more from Project Zangetsu, please go ahead and click subscribe, and be sure to hit that bell icon so you are notified each and every time I drop new content on this here channel. As usual, people, take care of each other, stay awesome, and keep the dream alive. Peace.
Oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah.